And hello, everyone. Ken Squire welcoming you to sold-out Richmond International Raceway for the 32nd running of the Pontiac 400. Pace car bringing the field out of 3 and 4, noses down on a pit road. And here we go. 32nd annual Pontiac 400 from the Richmond International Raceway is underway. Going into the first turn, it's Elliott trying to draw away a bit. Davey Allison locks onto the rear bumper. Kyle Petty staying in third. In the back straightaway and up into number 3. First time around, coming to full speed. Alan Kulwicki getting down on the inside of Sterling Marlin. They stack them 3 wide. They come down that main straightaway with Harry Gant on the bottom trying to make a move and getting shut off right there. There you see Hut Strickland in the 12 and the 30 of Michael Waltrip. Out in front. As we come around to complete lap number 2, you have Bill Elliott in the lead, Davey Allison in second, Kyle Petty is in third. Maintaining fourth and drawing away from that 5th place car is Sterling Marlin. Then Kulwicki is in the 5th spot. Harry Gant is back in 6th. The iron fist grip that Elliott has had on this race may be getting just a little shaky now. Here comes Davey. He's got a better line on the bottom out of 3 and 4. As you take a look at the standings, the Napa standings after 110 laps. Excuse me.
That's right, Ken. We were just talking before about Davey's car running, but getting the handle back on it. He's in the bottom of the racetrack. He couldn't do that earlier. Now he's in the bottom, and he's able to make up some ground on Bill. Going down this corner, Bill's been sliding out. Davey's been sticking it down on the bottom and staying there. There he is, right in the bottom of the racetrack.
For first place, back to the line. This at lap 121. There's nothing like the thunder of Winston Cup cars, and what a grand battle. Davey Allison from Alabama and Georgia's pride, the great Bill Elliott, going at it here at Richmond this afternoon. Here's Allison nipping along on the bottom of the track, just getting a look at that lead, and back comes Elliott another time.
Ken, this is the best shot he's had. If he's beside him right here, they'll go down in this corner. If he can just equal him up this back straight, which is hard to do.
Old gentle Bill is on the outside, working just as well out there as Davey does on the inside. And they have a lot of empty space in front of them. It is a straightaway to the next car. Elliott again showing the strength of the Junior Johnson car on the outside. Back again comes Davey.
This is where everybody says, why do you race this hard early in a race? Because these are 2 racers. You can't tell these guys just to sit back and ride. One of the other guys thinks they can lead, and they're not going to give it up.
Bonus points here, folks. Bonus points for leading a lap. Back to the line they come. Squeezing him up a little is Davey Allison. Does not intimidate Bill Elliott. Allison's added those 5 bonus points for getting that lead. And here goes Elliott right back on the outside, and he draws away in this incredible duel.
They better look over their shoulder. When they start doing this, Harry Gant is probably the happiest guy in town. He said, race side by side, I'm coming. Harry's closing in on him. He's pulling for Davey, then he's pulling for Bill. He just wants them to mix it up. He's on the way.
Second caution of the day. Lap 260. Michael Waltrip, who was 8 laps away from a top finish at Daytona, had an engine expire. It's happened again here today at Richmond. He was then running in the 6th position when it broke loose. Take a look.
Boy, Ken, this thing went up in a ball of fire. It exploded going down the back straightaway. The fire came out, it went out, and it lit about 3 or 4 different times. This is after he's come down the front straightaway. He had a big fire all the way down the back straightaway. The motor just exploded in it. Here he is after this has been burning for about a quarter of a lap. And thank goodness the fire went out. He's cutting across traffic, trying to get the inside, get out of the groove. And
leader has pitted. Gant coming in, and I believe we see Bill Elliott just danced down in here too at the same time. Davey Allison's in. On the brake, Gant came off the 4th turn beautifully. But look at Jarrett on the inside, trying to stay up there. I don't think it's to be. There's the 33 of Gant down the back straightaway. But Jarrett staying right with him. That's a good show. As Dale Jarrett, that winner at Michigan, in that dramatic finish last June, or rather last July.
A few feet right here, and a caution flag is worth 3/4 of a mile. So if he can just stay in front of him, in which now here they go back around him on the outside. But it's so critical to try to get that lap back.
Davey Allison closing in from 3rd. The number 28 Texaco Haviland car looking very stout. You know, for all of this race being somewhat dominated by that number 11 car, this is a heck of a race. This has been fun to watch all day.
Bill's taking a look down under Harry. He got in there before and couldn't do anything with him, and he's going to stick it down there one more time to see if he can get up under Gant.
2:69 this time by. Elliott comes down to the inside, and Harry Gant hangs him high. Here they go into turn one. Elliott on the bottom of the racetrack. The old demon from Dawsonville's got it wound. That time he pulled it out. Bill Elliott back in first place. Harry Gant is in second. Outside on the back straightaway, maintaining third and putting a lap on Jared is Davey Allison. Meanwhile, lying fourth on the field, it's Ricky Rudd in the number 5 just behind Davey. Darrell Waltrip, Alan Kulwicki, 6 cars now remain in the lead lap.
There's Elliott leading with Sterling Marlin second, who's a lap down. And here comes Gant, going to have to get around Sterling before he gets to him.
Now, oh, we got one in the wall. It's Mark Martin lying the number 6 up in the wall in turns 3 and 4. And from the back of the Valvoline Ford, that's where it comes to rest. Car number 6 ground right into the wall. They're racing back to the line. Here comes Sterling Marlin trying to make his lap up. Down to the inside. Marlin fighting to make that lap up. Elliott trying to hold him down. So there's your answer about team strategy. You stay down a lap, Sterling.
I don't know if Junior could get on the radio quick enough that time.
50 laps down to the finish of this one. For the moment, it's Bill Elliott's race to win. Harry Gant trying to take it away. Darrell Waltrip is in second. Look at this battle back in fourth place. Here's Alan Kulwicki in the 7 car and the 5 of Ricky Rudd. Rudd's had a tremendous run. He's finished in the top 5 in 7 of the last 9 races here at Richmond. And right now you see that war that he continues to be in as he closes back up on Alan Kulwicki. Davey Allison in that mix.
Ken, on that set of pit stops, Davey Allison made an extra stop and started in there. I don't know what, if they made a chassis adjustment, whatever, but he did make an extra stop.
3:55 complete. Here's Kulwicki dropping to the inside on the 17, just for third.
Got a good run on him going down in the first turn here. Getting up off 2 is where it's tough to do it, but looks like he's going to be able to clear him.
He's run so well here, and here's Alan Kulwicki taking over in third spot. Al Kulwicki is driving for the lead. Alan Kulwicki pulls to the inside on Bill Elliott. Not there.
Well, I tell you, for Sterling just to move on and get out of the way, that's a lot of class right there. He's going to leave it up to these two guys right here to win the race.
Battle for supremacy. Elliott in first, Alan Kulwicki in second. At Rockingham a week ago, and it was over. It was all Elliott. Now today, Alan Kulwicki is back at Rockingham. Elliott said maybe this was just beginner's luck with Junior. He's going to need some extra luck here today as Alan Kulwicki has him in the sights.
Well, I tell you, Ken, he goes down in this corner here. Bill goes high. And Alan Kulwicki always goes low in this corner. See if Bill changes line. No, Bill's staying out there where he's working good. Right here, right off the corner here, Kulwicki's car gives up just a little bit, but he can really make it up on the other end going in the straightaway. 3 and 4 is Kulwicki strong in the racetrack.
Stay right with you to the end of this event as Alan Kulwicki moves down to the bottom another time and can't quite get up into that hole that was provided as Bill Elliott still tries the high side. Showing 392 on the board. Elliott looking for win number 36. After 10 years with his brothers, moves on to the Junior Johnson team. It looks like this is going to be a magnificent combination. They could take over third in the Winston Cup standings today. Alan Kulwicki trying to take it all. Harry Gant is about 2.5, 3 seconds back in third. I talked before. There goes Kulwicki back to the inside, not getting through. 65,000 people are on their feet. And here he comes again. Kulwicki down to the inside. He draws up on the rear quarter panel, but can't get through.
Ken, with 5 laps to go, you don't have to worry about saving the tires. You can throw them at the junkyard this time to win the race.
Down we come. Here comes Kulwicki. Now, Elliott is such a good driver, such a smooth driver, and always such a clean driver.
If he gets up under him, Bill will give him racing room, and right here is where he's been able to do it.
Here comes Kulwicki another time. Down the back straightaway, headed for turn 3.
That's really the best count he's had. If he can stay there, he's got a shot up in the middle of the corner. He's going to have to get beside him on one of these straightaways to be able to hold him off. Here he is completely beside him now.
Alan Kulwicki inching his way up, a step at a time.
Lap car.
Marker 71 on the inside, gets by him. Now there's a chance that Elliott had to use it as a blocker and didn't do it.
Left him racing room.
Lap count, you see it there. Alan Kulwicki trying again, down to the inside.
This is the best count he's had on him going in this corner. This is where he's been able to go a little bit. This is the best count he's had on him coming off this corner. 3 and hangs out.
Headed for 3. And again, Elliott on the outside draws away. Here comes Kulwicki back in the main straightaway. Made it up that time.
White flag in right now.
1 lap to go. This is for everything. It's Bill Elliott from Dawsonville, Georgia on the outside. Wisconsin's Alan Kulwicki on the inside. Side by side down the back straightaway. Even as they go to turn 3. Kulwicki there. Elliott pulls a little ahead on the outside. Driving for the finish. Here comes Kulwicki up on the bottom of the racetrack. Kulwicki going for all of it. They touch and across the line. It's Elliott. Bill Elliott has done it by about a foot to a foot and a half. Incredible finish. Alan Kulwicki comes home in 2nd spot. Harry Gant will be 3rd. And look at the tire mark that developed in the last lap on car number 11.
Well, I tell you, I knew Kulwicki was coming, and I knew he was going to give it everything he had. And I knew I had to get down and get in the throttle coming out of turn 4, or he was going to beat me. He just about did it. He just run out of real estate, and I run out of real estate, and we got together, but I was still able to beat him back to the line. I wasn't going to about to back off. I didn't care what I did.
You know, I said we got a lot of our problems out of the way last year, and we're going to come back and be a consistent team, and we will. We had a good run at Daytona. We would have been right in there at Rockingham last week, and they certainly knew we were there today. But, you know, maybe I should be happy with 2nd, but we'll be back.